watching NBC4, working for you. Live from the area's leading news station, this is News 4 at 4.
And how to tell if your man is telling the truth. We go straight to the source for relationship advice.
We're going to talk real love, real relationships now. We explore a question that many women ask themselves from time to time. Some women ask it a lot. Is he telling me the truth? Here's how one woman answered that question.
I trust that he's honest with me because I give him as much trust as I can, and he gives me trust too, so it's completely honest right there. I think so. And I know when he's lying, so so yeah. And I know his family and everything too, and they'll tell me if anything else goes wrong on his roommates, so if anything happens, so yeah.
Stephen Gaffney of Arlington, Virginia runs the website ishetellingyouthetruth.com. He conducts regular seminars and speeches advising people on ways to reshape their personal lives and careers through honest communication. He's also the author of 2 books, Just Be Honest and Honesty Works. Stephen Gaffney joins us live now in our studios. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, my first big question is, do men tell women the truth most of the time? And if they don't, what is it they lie about the most?
Well, men lie. So let's just get that right out. But also so do women. And one of the big things that people often don't realize is they often think about the outright lying, but I'm talking about the lies of withholding. And have you ever had the situation where somebody didn't share everything? I mean, how do you feel? And we usually feel lied to. So it begs the question, why do people lie? And the number one reason is fear. Fear of retribution, fear it's going to hurt our careers, or fear it's going to go on the list.
Ah, and what is it that men tend to lie about the most?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It could be from small things to large things. Obviously, might be cheating, all kinds of like the standard things that we think about. But here's the big thing. Women lie too. We all tend to lie. And the key is, what do we do about things so we have more of an open relationship? And that's what we're all about.
I hear a lot of women complain that their men just won't talk. He won't talk to me. And he won't open up about his thoughts and his feelings. How do you get a man to talk?
Well, first, make sure he's really listening. Now, this seems obvious, but how often have you heard about this scenario? Somebody's trying to have a conversation with somebody else, and let's say wife wants to talk to the husband, and the husband's watching a football game, like the Redskins, and trying to jam in a conversation instead of saying, listen, I want to talk to you, and when is a good time that we can talk when you're not going to be distracted by the television? See, what I'm a big believer is that people need to stand for their relationship and stand for communication and create the time to have open communication with that significant other.
But choose your time wisely.
Absolutely.
Another complaint is that some men just don't listen and they just don't understand. Do they have trouble understanding?
Yes, and the key thing is to create an environment where people tell the truth. See, here's the thing. Often people say, well, I want the person to be open. But if we're getting defensive when the other person shares some information, we actually train and condition that person to lie to us by the way we react. So the key is to positively react when somebody's sharing some difficult information or feedback.
Okay, so your biggest advice to a woman is what?
Well, the biggest advice is to actually watch how they react to information or feedback. You know, if you say to somebody, how do I look? And the person says, well, I actually don't think you look that great in that dress. What do you mean? Or what are you saying? Well, guess what? You just trained that person to never share truthful information and truthful feedback. So the key question is, if you react that way, is to remember the biggest thing that so often people forget is apologies. And there are no statute of limitation of apologies. If you owe somebody an apology, apologize and just clean up the relationship.
Real quickly, last question. What's the key to a lasting, loving relationship?
Open communication.
Okay.
That's imperative.
Got to keep talking. All right, Steve Gaffney, thanks so much. And you can find a link to Steve's website by visiting NBC4.com and clicking on Online Extras. Interesting information there. Good luck to you. To you.